So I'm sure we all know about this game called Cruis'n. This is the epic car racing game we all play at the arcade. This is a game we will wait in a line just to play and waste all of our credits on, which results in you having to leave early most of the time.
Now, the other day, I thought of this game and said, hey, I kind of want to play this game at home. So I went to Google and I searched for one of the arcade machines and saw that just one of the machines was $12,000. But then I had an idea. I was aware that there is a cruising game on the Nintendo Switch, and I also knew I owned a Logitech G29. If I combine the two, could I make the arcade machine at home? Maybe, I thought to myself. So quickly, I got up from my chair and grabbed my Switch. I plugged my Logitech wheel into the dock. I doubted it would work, but I still hoped for the best. No luck, as expected. I was reading the box for my wheel and noted that it only supported Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I know Cruis'n was not available on PlayStation or Xbox, but I knew emulation existed for Switch on PC. This might not be quite over yet. So I went to Google for the second time today, and I searched how to emulate Switch games on your computer. Found it was quite simple, so I began to set it up. I dumped all the necessary files from my Switch, including the game, which I already owned for my Switch, and began playing on a regular Switch controller to test it out. This game ran alright. It wasn't perfect, but it was alright. One hurdle jumps, and only one remaining. I was feeling quite confident getting the wheel to work as my controller, but this surprisingly was the hard part of bringing this idea of mine to life. The wheel would appear as a controller in the emulator, and I thought that would work. So I selected that device and tried to map my buttons. Simple, right? No. I could only map my buttons on the wheel, not axes, which meant I couldn't even steer using the wheel, completely defeating the purpose of the wheel. So I gave up on finding a way to use my wheel on my own and began to cheat. I used ChatGPT to help me find a way to convert my wheel input into the input of a Xbox 360 controller, so hopefully the emulator would use it properly. ChatGPT told me to use Steam input, which is actually a really good idea. I've used it before, and it's usually very good with odd input devices. But not this time. No, this time it told me it couldn't find a controller. And I was very confused. I checked my connections, even played other games with the wheel to see if it was the wheel that was the problem. But no, it was only Steam input. So I told ChatGPT they were wrong. And it gave me a secondary solution, X360CE. I was actually quite familiar with the software, like Steam input. I went along and installed it as usual. And this program just worked. It converted my wheel directly into input I could use on the emulator, and it was great. Here's some footage of me playing with this new setup.
London. Welcome to London. Ready, set, go!
first place.
Don't get me wrong, it took a bit of time tweaking my settings for it to feel like the arcade, but after I did, it felt like I was just there playing the game at the arcade. If you know what to do, this will maybe only take 30 minutes to set up. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all around. Bye.